Since the last episode, a lot of people asked me, "Hey Joe, why'd you skip over WWF Steel Cage Challenge?" Well, the simple answer is I forgot it. Actually, I thought it was just a Game Boy game, but nope, Steel Cage Challenge was released for the NES and, yes, the SEGA Master System in September 1992. Even though the Genesis was released in North America in 1989, LJN saw fit to release the only Master System WWF game 3 years later. By the way, how old is that picture of DiBiase and Savage on the cover? Looks like it's from 1988, 4 years before the game's release. What, they couldn't find pictures of anyone else fighting in a cage? Anyway, with the game coming out on 2 platforms, that means, yep, different rosters. The NES version had Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Bret Hart, Sid Justice, Undertaker, Jake Roberts, Roddy Piper, Ted DiBiase, IRS, and yes, the Mountie in what I believe is his only video game appearance. For the Master System, take out Piper, Sid, Jake, and Mountie, and replace them with Tatanka, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and Papa Shango. Start the game up, and you're given the option of player versus computer or players versus computer. Why they couldn't just say 1 or 2 players like every other video game in history, I don't know. You get your choice of exhibition or championship mode for both singles and tag, and as the name indicates, a steel cage match as well. The games are basically 8-bit versions of Super WrestleMania. Moves like stomps and elbow drops look identical to the 16-bit versions. But the wrestlers themselves are tiny, and it's tough to tell what's going on sometimes. Look at the running animation. It looks like you're skipping across the ring. Whee! The game finally has a grapple system, which is swell, but the controls are really sluggish compared to the 16-bit versions. Just like Super WrestleMania, everyone has the same moves, which is why I don't have as large a problem with the roster differences. If everyone's the same, what does it matter if one guy's in the game and another isn't? Sound is a big problem. You get wrestlers' themes during the selection screen, which is great, although I had a bit of a hard time with Jake's song. Although I appreciate them actually including IRS's typewriter theme. But when you play the game, everything's silent until someone hits a move, at which point you hear the static that passes for crowd noise. Maybe it's waves crashing and the show is actually Bash at the Beach. Oh, and you get this lovely sound when you pause the game. There's a steel cage option in the game. Basically, you beat up your opponent and then climb out. The first time I played, I was Undertaker against the Mountie. I tried a running move, ran into the cage, and apparently knocked myself out as I couldn't get up off the mat. The Mountie climbed the cage and won in 10 seconds. Good stuff. The game also saw release on the Game Gear, where IRS has apparently gone bald. Steel Cage Challenge is another miss for the WWF in the 8-bit world. The graphics are poor, the sound annoying, and the controls frustrating. Not even the Fink ring announcing can save this one. So what's the best WWF NES game? Well, we can immediately rule out the atrocities that were WrestleMania and King of the Ring. That leaves WrestleMania Challenge and Steel Cage Challenge. I guess I'd go with WrestleMania Challenge. This had more options and better graphics. Talk about faint praise. Till next time, thanks for watching, and remember, the winner's you.
I'm the Mountie. I'm handsome, I'm brave, I'm strong. I'm the Mountie, and I enforce the law. You can try to run, but you can never hide. The Mountie always gets his man. I'm the Mountie. I'm handsome, I'm brave, I'm strong. I'm the Mountie, and I enforce the law. You could try to run, but you can never hide.